Hello students, welcome back again. How are you? I hope you are fine. So in previous session we have discussed about the skeletal connective tissue, and we have also discussed the bone and the cartilage. Okay, but today we are going to discuss about the structure of bone. Already we have drawn the structure, and that we are going to discuss about it, and later we will be discussing about the cartilage in detail. Okay, the types of cartilage, that is hyaline cartilage, fibrous cartilage, and the calcified cartilage. Okay, so here what is structure of bone? Explain us. See, the compact bone, okay, points after the structure of bone is the compact bone. In mammals consist of large number of Haversian system. Now what is meant by Haversian system? See, Haversian system is the unit of, okay, it is the unit of mammalian bone. Okay, so the compact bone in mammal consists of large number of Haversian system, and this Haversian system consists of, or it is the unit of mammalian bone. Okay, the next, this Haversian system also consists of, okay, the Haversian system consists of the Haversian canal, okay, then circular lamellae, then we have yesterday we have discussed about it, the another structure apart from this bone, okay, that is the cross section. Under cross section we have discussed about the circular lamellae, okay, then lacunae, with osteocytes and Walkman's canal So this is about the structure of bone. Okay. One more point I would like to add. In case of birds, the bones are spongy and pneumatic. Okay, so as we have discussed here, in case of human bone or the mammals, we see the bone, it is spongy as well as compact. Okay, but here in case of birds, the bone will be spongy as well as pneumatic. Pneumatic is what? When there is a hollow cavity, okay, which will having a bone marrow cavity, that's a hollow part. So in case of birds, we see the bones are hollow, which is called as the pneumatic. Okay, so you can write without bone marrow canal. So it doesn't have the bone marrow canal. So what that place will be empty of bone. Okay. So that is about the bone structure of. Next that we are going to discuss is about the cartilage. Okay. I hope you are getting this. Just remember the structure. Okay. What this structure represents, that is articulating cartilage. Okay. Or the articulating part. Okay. On the surface. Then epiphyseal line, bone marrow cavity, periosteum. Okay. All this structure you have to remember, and you need to understand. Okay. Which part is consisting of the spongy region and which part is consisting of the dense part or the compact part in the human bone. While in case of bird, you see the bones can be spongy as well as pneumatic. Okay. So this is the information about the structure of bone. Now next we are going to move towards the cartilage. Okay. So I'll grab this one and move further. Second type, that is in case of skeletal connective tissue, is the cartilage. Okay, and here also in cartilage we have discussed about it. The outermost covering in the cartilage is also composed of the white fibrous connective tissue, that is the collagen. Okay, so here let's start with it. The matrix of cartilage contains proteoglycans, comma, glycosaminoglycans, then hyaluronic acid, chondroitin sulfate, okay, which is a sugar. We have also discussed in the very beginning. This is a sugar. Okay. Now see here, the matrix of cartilage contains these many components, that is proteoglycans, okay, glycosaminoglycans, then hyaluronic acid and the chondroitin sulfate, which is acting as a sugar. Now here proteoglycans are the glycosaminoglycans. These are the conjugated type of proteins, okay, associated with certain carbohydrate molecules. So these are present within the matrix of cartilage. Okay. Now let's see the cartilage or the cartilages. The cartilages are of three types. The cartilages are of three types. Okay, which are those? First one, the hyaline cartilage. Then second one is elastic cartilage. Okay, elastic cartilage. Now here, while explaining the brief introduction, I have told about the hyaline cartilage fibers and the calcified. This elastic cartilage is also referred as the calcified. Okay. Now here we will start with the first, that is the hyaline cartilage. Then we will see in the elastic and we will see in the fibrous cartilage what different points are mentioned. Okay. So we will start with the first. Okay. You can pause the video and note down these points. Okay. First, we will the hyaline cartilage. Hyaline cartilage. Now it is included under hyaline cartilage. Okay. So let's see the characteristic feature of hyaline cartilage so that we can understand. It is semi-transparent. It is a semi-transparent or slightly bluish. Okay, or slightly bluish. Its perichondrium. What is perichondrium? That is the outermost covering, okay, of the cartilage. Its perichondrium is prominent. Okay. The next, the fibers are not visible. Okay, that is, there are certain fibers which are like thyroid, sorry, not thyroid, yes, thyroid, cricoid, adenoid cartilage of larynx. Okay, then hyoid apparatus of frog are not. See, these are the different types of cartilages which can be seen in the animal body. Okay, we'll write here. That is thyroid, then cricoid, and erythroid cartilage of larynx, and erythroid cartilage of larynx, hyoid cartilage of frog, hyoid cartilage of frog, endoskeleton of tadpole and tracheal rings epiphysis, okay, epiphysis, that is the articulating cartilage, okay, etc. So the fibers which are found within this type of cartilage are not visible, okay, and which are those cartilages? They may be the thyroid, cricoid, then adenoid, larynx, hyoid, cartilage of frog, Okay, endoskeleton of tadpole and tracheal rings and epiphysis, that is the articulating end in the structure of bone. Okay, so here you cannot see this type of any fibers under this cartilage. The next, yes, this is about the hyaline cartilage. Now, example of such cartilage. Example of such cartilage in frog are pubis and suprascapular. Pubis and suprascapular. Then second one, that is another type of cartilage, is the elastic cartilage. The elastic cartilage. Okay. Now this elastic cartilage is also known as the calcified. Okay. So why it is called calcified? Let's see. It contains yellow fibers. Okay, and yellow fibers, that means they have the elastic. So what the cartilage is elastic in nature. The next, I would like to correct the information. This type of cartilage is not referred as a calcified one. Okay, because it never forms calcified cartilage. Okay, never forms calcified cartilage, because the fibrous cartilage will turn into the calcified, because it is the toughest type of cartilage. Okay, so elastic cartilage doesn't change into calcified cartilage. Okay, this was correction. You can put this correction over there also. Then it is elastic. It is elastic in nature. It is elastic in nature. Examples: the pinna. What is pinna? That is the ear. Within the ear, we have the cartilages which are elastic in nature. The next, epiglottis. Epiglottis. Now, what is epiglottis? See, epiglottis, it is the part next to the oral cavity. Okay, so it actually covers the food. Okay, windpipe. Whenever we swallow the food material, it should not get trapped within the windpipe. So that windpipe, it is covered by the epiglottis. Okay, that is also elastic type of cartilage, or that is also made up of elastic type of cartilage. The next, nose tip. And okay, yes, etc. Okay, so these are some examples of the elastic cartilage. Okay, the next third one, that is the fibrous cartilage. Now, what this fibrous cartilage consists of? Okay, so it is the toughest cartilage. It is the toughest cartilage. Okay, they have perichondrium. Okay, that is the outer covering of the cartilage. The next, both fibers, both white and yellow fibers are well developed. Okay, so in this type of cartilage, both white as well as yellow fibers are well developed. Okay, that means it has the collagen as well as elastin. Then example, intervertebral disc. Okay, intervertebral disc. Then yes, in pelvic girdle. So these are some of the examples which are found, or where the fibrous type of cartilage are found, that is the intervertebral disc as well as the pelvic girdle. Okay, there are again many parts are there. Okay, then this is about the cartilage and the types of cartilage. Okay, I hope you have understood this cartilage part. If you have any kind of difficulty, you can ask. You can pause the video and note down the points. Now, as you can see, we have covered the connective tissue. Okay, in detail about we have discussed about the areolar connective, that is the loose connective tissue. In this, we have discussed areolar connective tissue and the adipose connective tissue. Then we have discussed about the dense connective tissue, in which we have discussed about dense regular and dense irregular connective tissue. Then we have discussed about the specialized connective tissue, in which we have studied the blood and lymph, as well as that is the vascular connective tissue and the skeletal connective tissue, which includes the bone and cartilage, into which we have also discussed about the spongy bone and compact bone, and in case of cartilage we have also discussed about the different types of cartilage. Okay, now here we have done with the connective tissue. Now we are moving towards the another type of tissue, that is the muscular tissue. Okay, so the third category of tissue is the muscular tissue. Okay, now what is muscular tissue? Where these muscular tissues are present? Okay, and what are their types? Let's understand this. So, muscular tissue, these are mesodermal. These are mesodermal in origin. Okay, these are mesodermal in origin. Mesodermal in the sense, see, our body is composed of three germinal layers, that is ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. Mesoderm is the middlemost part. Okay, except the iris muscle. Iris muscles. Because these iris muscles are ectodermal. Okay, so basically muscular tissue are mesodermal in origin, that is they are found in between the ectoderm and the endodermal region. Okay, the next, the muscular tissue, it forms, okay, or the muscular tissue forms 40 to 50% of the body weight in humans. Okay, the next, the total number of muscles, the total number of muscles total number of muscles in human body is about 630. Is about 630. Okay. Sorry, 639. 639. Okay. So this is the number of or total number of muscular tissue or the muscles which are present within the human body. Now next, the largest or biggest muscle, the largest or biggest muscle is Gluteus Maximus. Okay, so the largest type of muscle which is or the biggest type of muscle which is seen in case of human body is the Gluteus Maximus, which is also referred as the hip muscle. Hip muscle. Okay. The next, the longest muscle. The longest muscle is the sartorius. Okay, sartorius muscle. That is the back muscle. Okay, so it is the back muscle which is referred as a sartorius muscle and which is the longest muscle in the body. The next, the shortest muscle. The shortest muscle is the masseter. And what is that masseter? It is called as the jaw muscle. Okay, masseter is called as the jaw muscle, which is the shortest muscle within the human body. The next, the longest smooth muscle. Smooth muscle. See, here we have discussed about the longest muscle, but here the longest smooth muscle. See, what is smooth? That we will discuss when we will classify the muscular tissue. Okay, muscular tissue are broadly classified into three categories. That is the cardiac muscle, skeletal muscle, and the smooth muscles. Okay, so the longest smooth muscle is rectus abdominis. Okay, found in the intestinal part. So which is called rectus abdominis. Okay, this is the longest smooth muscle. The next, the shortest. Sorry. Here it was not the shortest, it was strongest. Okay, the strongest muscle in the human body was the jaw muscle. Okay, strongest. Okay, and here the shortest muscle will be the shortest muscle. Okay, shortest muscle. Shortest muscle is the stapedial muscle. It is the stapedial muscle. Okay, so this is these are the different muscles that are seen in the human body on the basis of their shape or the arrangement or their what we say, whether they are very large or whether they are very small. Okay, if we talk about the total number of muscles in the human body, it is approximately 639 muscles are there. Then largest and the biggest muscle in the human body is referred as the Gluteus Maximus, which is also referred as the hip muscle. The longest muscle is the sartorius muscle, which is the back muscle. Okay, then the strongest, the strongest muscle is masseter. See our jaws. Okay, these are they are having very strong muscles. Okay, so what when we bite any kind of harder substance also, we can chew it, we can grind it. Why it is? It is due to the presence of such a strongest muscles in that portion. Then longest smooth muscle, it is the rectus abdominis, and the shortest. Okay, the shortest muscle is the stapedial muscle. Okay, so these are the different muscles. Now let's see some important muscles. Okay, there are, apart from this, we also have some important muscles. Now, what are these important muscles? Okay, you can give a heading also. Some important muscles. Okay, so what are these important muscles? That is the auricular muscles. Okay, auricular muscles are seen in, or they are found in pinna. That is in the ear. The next, second one is the papillary muscles. Papillary muscles. These papillary muscles, they are found in ventricle of heart. Okay, in ventricles of heart. Then third, rectus muscles. Rectus muscles. In eyeball, then gastrocnemius muscles. Gastrocnemius muscles. Okay. In shank. Okay, that is the calf region. Okay, in shank in the sense means calf region in the body. It is not the stomach, but it is the shank part. Okay, or the calf region in the or near the stomach. The next, fifth number, intercostal muscles. Intercostal muscles. Okay, what is intercostal muscles? They are present in between the ribs. They are present in between the ribs. The next sixth type of muscle is bicep and tricep. Bicep and tricep. Okay, and where they are located? In the upper arm. Okay, so when we can see in the bodybuilders also, they show the biceps and the triceps. Okay, so they are found in the upper arm. Okay. Then next, 7th number, quadricep. Quadricep. Where it is located? It is located in thigh region. The next, the segmental. Okay, segmental. 8th number, segmental muscles. Where the segmental muscles are seen? The segmental muscles, they are seen on the either side of the vertebra. Okay, so on either side of vertebral column. Okay, so this is the segmental muscle. Apart from that, we have two more muscles, that is pectoralis. All right, ankle. Pectoralis major and pectoralis minor. Okay, these are the two muscles which are seen in birds. Okay, are seen in birds and used for taking the flight. That means to fly. Okay, so birds, when they fly, they consist of such type of muscles. Apart from that, in humans, they are found in the chest region. Okay, not in the human, but in case of most of the mammals, not only humans. In mammals, they are found in chest region. Okay, so these are the different types of or some important type of muscles. Okay, like the auricular muscle, which is found in the pinna, that is here. Then papillary muscle found in the ventricles of heart. We have when we look at the structure of heart, it has two auricle and two ventricles, right? So ventricular part consists of the papillary muscles. Then rectus muscle. Rectus means one thing coming in our mind is the rectum. Okay, rectum is a part of respiratory system, but it is not the rectum. So it is rectus muscle which is found in the eyeball. Then gastrocnemius muscles, they are found in the shank, that is the calf region. Then intercostal muscles, they are found in between the ribs. Okay, bicep and triceps are found in the upper arm. Then quadriceps, they are found in the thigh region, and segmental muscles on either side of vertebral column. Okay. Apart from that, we have pectoralis major and pectoralis minor. These are the muscles which are found most probably in the birds. Okay, where used in the taking the flight, and in case of mammals, they are found in the chest region. Okay, so you can pause the video and note down the points. Now we'll move to the another point, that is we'll see the structure. Okay. the structural and functional unit, structural and functional unit of muscular tissue, are different. Okay, are different. The structural unit of muscular tissue or muscle fiber or muscle cell, okay, can be like this. Okay, we will draw the diagram. Basically, here you can see the presence of nucleus. Okay. Then these bands are called myofibrils. Okay. This structure, dotted structures over here. Okay. Sarcosome. Okay, this is the plasma membrane of this cell, which is called as the sarcolemma. Okay. And it is the cytoplasmic membrane or the cytoplasm, okay, which is referred as the sarcoplasm. So, the structural and functional unit of muscle tissue, okay, it is the structural unit used for defining the structural unit of muscular tissue, okay, which consists of the nucleus, sarcolemma, sarcosome, then myofibrils and the sarcoplasm. Okay. Next, let's see some important parts of or important component of muscle fibers. Okay. So, the important components of muscle fibers are number one, sarcolemma. Okay. So what is sarcolemma? Sarcolemma is the plasma membrane. Is the plasma membrane, okay, of muscle fiber. Okay, it is the plasma membrane of muscle fiber. Okay, then second is the sarcoplasm. It is the cytoplasm. Okay, it is the cytoplasm third one, myofibrils. Myofibrils. Okay. So what are myofibrils? These are the subunits of muscle fibers. Okay. The next, sarcozones. What are sarcozones? These are the mitochondria. Okay, these are the mitochondria of muscle fibers. Okay, so we have the sarcozones. They provide energy during any kind of muscular activity. Okay, so these are also referred as the mitochondria of muscle fibers. Next, the number of nuclei may vary from one muscle to the another muscular tissue. Okay, it may vary from the one to many. Okay, so this is about the structural and functional unit of the muscular tissue. Okay, the remaining part of the muscular tissue, that is the types of muscular tissue, cardiac muscle, skeletal muscle, and the cardiac muscle, skeletal muscle, and the smooth muscle that we will discuss in the next part. Okay, I hope you have understood these points. If you have any kind of difficulty, you can ask on the WhatsApp. Okay, thank you.